Hey guys, Tani here with Kingdom Chat. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well today. It is January 10th, I believe, on Sunday. Anyways, I just wanted to come here today and say we have to get to a point where we're awake, meaning we're conscious. We are not operating on a conscious level. Why I say that? Because this dictatorship de facto that we're under, you know, I believe all the agencies under them are their minions and they have to send them out, meaning the media, the TV, everybody on the radio. It's just like everyone is in place to keep us asleep. That's what I mean. So if you're ever trying to get to or find a place of truth, or say you want to go look it up somewhere, they control everything. That's why I call them the little minions. So the de facto GOV that we call government, not against it, at all, but to each his own. It's really putting in place things for total control over the people. It's like we have no say. Do you realize that we have no say in anything? You're really sitting there as people letting another man or another woman just like you, made in the image like you. What is the difference? Two hands like you, a brain like you, two legs like you, rule over you. And you just sit there and just let it happen. Because why? We're asleep, and they make it easy for us to just chill, to just go work for somebody and, like, do what you got to do, pay your dues, all of this. And this was not how it was intended to be, but because we've gotten so comfortable with the fact of how things are, we're pretty much destroying our own world, and we can't really realize, like, we can't really see it. It's not easy to explain, and a lot of people probably is like, what the heck she's talking about? But to grasp an understanding, it's just, you see, we're programmed on TV and radios and all of these commercials that are on all of these platforms to keep you under some kind of conditioning or programming. You may not realize it watching it. You're like, oh, no, at the commercial. You don't know that shit is right embedded in your subconscious. It's they've successfully figured out how to manipulate the mass minds, and that's as simple as it gets. Anybody that could do that could rule the world, which is pretty much what they're doing. But we're conscious enough, some of us, the matrix, some of us like to stay in there. We're conscious enough to know, some of us, that we're being ruled over. You know what? Because it stems deep. It goes back to knowing who you are as a human soul that occupies this house, this physical estate that we were given by the creator of all things. This is the highest you can get on earth, guys. Man, woman, it's the highest it could go. You know what I'm saying? So if you are not trying to get to your better self from what you were made for, like, what are you here for? I don't You know, people get so lazy, like we don't want to figure nothing out. We just come and live this easy worldly life. The freaking government throws a piece of bread and you run for it, man. I understand that you can utilize them to get to a point if that's the only way you see it be. If you can utilize things, because these thoughts have always been there, but you know, you come in this world and you see how it's going, so you just got to go and get where. This is how most of us think, right? Go get where the money's at, and blah blah blah. You buy this, you buy that, more debt. So now you're a slave to working, and this is what the world has been taught. This is what the world knows. You get some fun. You go get a good. First of all, out of high school, they send you to college, debt pledge. Get married, another debt pledge, because you got it's all contracted your way, and voluntarily doing these things without thinking of, you know, like assets first, in order to cover these things, in order for you not to make a slave out of yourself. You know what I mean? And we weren't taught to think of assets first, right? We just, you know, high school, go this, go get married, go get the house, go do this, and then work for the rest of your life. Like, that's what you want? You don't want freedom? We have no time to think, so we keep ourselves, we're busy. We keep ourselves busy voluntarily. But we want certain things in life. I understand that. So where the wickedness and everything comes in is how they make things so difficult for us people to get to, you know. There's so much remedies out here. If we as people would just try to study each laws in your land, or where you're living, and just understand it a little bit. It's really biblical stuff too. Like, they manipulate as men and they throw it at you, you know, but they've successfully figured out how to control here. And this is what controls everything. You know, you get to here, your body can't fight it. You go straight along with, you know, whatever has been said, has been shown, you've been hearing. So you become this person. You don't even know where your ideology came from, but from watching all these programs and all these things. Go out there and try to find the truth. They will never make the truth easy for you to find. You're going to question it sometime when you come across it, because mankind is so evil that they will manipulate. You have to believe what you feel within yourself. It's right. You know? As a man, we have that conscious spirit to know good from bad, or evil from good. You understand? So you could believe a lot of things, but within yourself, that's where it comes from, the understanding. You know, so I just want, I hope I'm not rambling, but it's just, I would love for people to grasp this concept and this understanding in things, you know, because I think this is how we're supposed to be vibrating. Like, this is how we're supposed to be thinking. We are thinking on such a low vibration for our human race, kind, and it's all because of what's going on. And we're lost in the world and are caught up on something which they've planned, and they've successfully been doing what they want and getting what they want. It's like we're going with the flow too much. We have to understand that we're people that can govern our own self. Like, we are so dependent on other people to take care of us. We can't even think to do nothing for ourselves, just to come and work for the man. You got to be in the position for somebody to come work for you. You ever think that way? It's not that hard, guys. And I feel like we're intimidated to try anything or get to a certain point in life. It's scary, don't get me wrong, and sometimes it's a lonely journey. But if you believe in what you want and you can, you know, you keep going for that, I don't want to sound like some cliche thing that I'm saying, but it's the truth, like you believe in something, just keep going for it. It ain't gonna always be on the upside in the beginning of things, but if you're passionate about it, keep at it. And the universe is all, it works for us. It works in our favor if we understand it. Put out goodness in the world, you must get something just authentically. Don't even think of it like such, but that's just the way of life. Life should just be that way. But anyways, I don't want to keep boring you guys. I hope somebody understand this. These are important stuff. There's so much things that we don't know, that we think we know, but we have no idea. Because why? We've been educated in their system. Everything that we know is what they've taught us. So the mask is going to think they know everything, especially the one that goes to college and have all the masters and the doctors you can't tell them nothing. Understand that there are logics, there are things that you can study to learn, meaning like the human bodies and stuff, and understand that on a level. But when it comes to common sense and understanding how to think in this society that we live in, that we call world hell, we have to be aware. We have to be aware of a lot of things that they put out here, down to this. I hate to go off on topic, but there's so much things, and it's the basic one that I like to say to people first about the name, man. The all capital letter name. That's the one thing I like to start with, because people don't. And me learning all this and knowing how to, or try to at least articulate it as simple as possible for because trust me, I wasn't there before, and if it wasn't for somebody that came across that I can understand something, I would have not really get the message the way I'm supposed to. You understand? So there's people that are out here to put things out there for specific people who can relate to it, to the information, and how they're supposed to grasp it, and how they're supposed to receive it, and whatever it is that is supposed to do with it. I'm just here to just put that content out. So the name, all capital letters name. It is a fictitious entity that they've created as your person. It's not you, the living soul, the living being, right? I hope I'm not losing you. So they've created this instrument, they call it, to keep us under control, pretty much. So, this has been around before our time and stuff, before the creation of time. But, we just go with the flow. We never question anything. We don't realize that we're created equally as humans. We've got adopted to just be under somebody's control so much that we can't even think that we're here. Well, our mother gave birth to us. Who else should be in control of us? And you can control that. Not because you were born in a specific land, you think you have to comply. But if you're not gonna know this information, so you just have to. And it's so crazy because you would never understand it, because they took that away from you from so young, growing up, but the Creator rise up a lot of different people, man, and knowledge and understanding to what's going on is everything. Leads you in a path where it's just, you understand life on the whole, on how you're supposed to, because we are so confused in this life. I feel like we all deserve a chance to really see life and how it should be seen, and not the picture that they paint from just coming out of the womb to us. We don't even know the truth. So keep following this channel and, you'll get some truth. Just to see what's going on in our world and how we're supposed to be functioning, man. We're supposed to just love each other. We're supposed to just live good, love each other, serve our purpose, go about our day, enjoy this life, and that's what it's about. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that someone can understand this. And you guys have a great afternoon. God bless. Thank you so much. Peace.